I can't believe these fools who murdered Julio Foolio, no pun intended, really tried to pull off this stunt in court today. This is the most nonsense I've ever seen in my life. So they were already sentenced to life without parole. It was expected.
Oh my God, life.
They were brought to court today to at least give a statement as they're being sentenced officially. And, these people have lost their everlasting mind, bruh.
Are staying on top of breaking news right now. The verdict is in.
A
jury has found all 4 men guilty of killing Jacksonville rapper Julio Foolio. The court reading aloud their fates just within the last 10 minutes. The rapper's name, of course, Charles Jones. He was shot and killed outside of this Tampa hotel in June of 2024. Now, the prosecution said that Isaiah Chance acted as a lookout. Sean Gathright, Rashad Murphy, and Davion Murphy, they said, were the 3 gunmen. The defense says that their clients were at the hotel. All 4, again, have now been found guilty of first-degree murder. We've been listening to those verdicts come in. Several other charges related to gang activity, guilty on those charges as well.
Do you understand what life means, bro? That means you have no chance, especially in Florida, you have no chance of ever getting out of prison, bro. Oh, ever in life. That means there's no parole. There's no chance of you can appeal. There's none of that shit. Either you're gonna die here or you're gonna die here. That's literally it. And when you pass away, they're not gonna ship your body to your mama and your daddy. They finna bury you under the jail. And that's if you don't end up, dying in jail to just some stab wounds, natural causes, whatever it might be on the grave. Think about it. You already in jail for life. Your whole life is prison rules now. You think niggas ain't, some of them niggas, especially the one that was really ready to crash out because his grandma had a heart attack or something. Oh yeah, he's gonna go to jail and start stabbing people. He's definitely gonna catch a few bodies.
A 5th person, Alicia Andrews, was found guilty of manslaughter in the case. That was last October, but she has yet to be sentenced.
Yeah,
now a jury will have to decide whether to recommend life in prison or the death penalty. The judge has ordered them back into the courtroom on Monday afternoon, the jury that is, and of course all of the parties involved. They expect that to last.
He gonna be somebody's girlfriend
of next week.
He gonna be somebody's baby mama in prison.
They were back in court today for their sentencing. Now, they already beat the death penalty, so it's expected they would have gotten life. This sentencing was no surprise. They all knew fully well before they even got here what they were going to get. But they came anyways.
You have to.
And they all went out like busters. The person who didn't go out like a buster is Davion Murphy, which is my type of gangster. Davion Murphy is my type of gangster. You know why? Because even though they're all deplorable human beings, they're all just absolute degenerate lowlives. Davion Murphy murdered Julio Foolio with a purpose. He did it for a reason. He had a reason for why he wanted Foolio dead. And when he murdered Foolio, he got arrested. He took his mugshot with a smile. When he got found guilty, he took the guilty with a smile. And he went to his bunk and accepted his time. Because Davion Murphy had an actual reason why he wanted Foolio dead. Because Foolio right-hand man's murdered, I guess, his little cousin. And then Foolio went to his little cousin's grave and pissed on it. Or desecrated, right? So dude had a real vendetta against Foolio. You can respect that at least.
But is it really worth going to life in prison for, bro? Is it really worth sitting down for the rest of your life? He's only 20-some years old. So is it really worth sitting down from 20 to possibly 80, 90 years old in a prison? And you're going to be getting shipped around. So it's not like you're going to have one room. You're able to spice it up and do what you want to do. You're going to be getting shipped around, different cellies, different prisons, different politics, different gangs. You're going to have to play by prison rules now. You're never going to eat good a day in your life again, even if you get commissary, bro. You're going to have to do some crazy shit because I know your family ain't sending you your commissary money. So you eat, hell no, it's not worth it, bro. I understand you can be mad, but it's not worth it.
The other dudes, like Isaiah Chance, that was a rat beef. Sean Gathright, he's a little buster. Right, Sean Gathright had no issues, no problems with Julio Foolio whatsoever. But he was stalking Foolio from state to state to state, trying to murder Foolio just to belong and to fit into a gang of dudes that he didn't grow up with.
Because he's a goofy.
He don't know these dudes from a can of paint, but he wanted to be accepted by them so bad, so he was doing drills. Sean Gathright is the dude who shot Julio Foolio in his foot. So they come back to court today, and they all went out sad. Davion Murphy is the only one who didn't go out sad, okay? Davion Murphy was like in that courtroom clapping at the judge, man.
And, you know, Mr. Jones did not deserve to die for what he did or what he drilled, the drill rap videos he made. But goodness gracious, going and desecrating the gravesite of a murdered relative is, you don't deserve to be killed for that, but you just increased your odds that it was going to happen. And that's the truth. That is the truth. So I'm not at all against stating that he deserved
the nigga is crazy. He is crazy. Now I will admit it's admirable that he stood 10 toes, didn't shed no tears, didn't ask no lesser standards. I think he was, bro. I think honestly he was 1,000% prepared to take the death penalty. I think he was literally like expecting that, and he was shocked that didn't happen. But like, that's the type of people you need in prison, bro, because the fact that he has no remorse, he don't give a damn, he's sitting here smiling, laughing, clapping. That type of guy is a menace to society, and he needs to get put in prison ASAP.
It's just shocking. It's shocking to me.
Bro really throwed off for real, man. He had the shortest speech out of everybody, man. When he stood up to give his speech, it lasted like 30 seconds, bro. Bro said, man, listen, I'm not guilty. I'm innocent. Give me my time, bro. But the other ones, they went outside, bro. Isaiah Chance was the other one that I expected more from. Sean Gathright, I knew Sean was a buster. Right, the minute Sean opened up the GoFundMe after he got, Sean's a buster. But Isaiah Chance stood up in court and did all type of dry snitching on his own girlfriend, who she got found guilty as well, but she got found not guilty of murder.
Of course she did.
Found guilty of manslaughter because the court essentially ruled that Isaiah Chance told her, according to her, that they were going on vacation. And when they went on vacation, Isaiah Chance brought her along as they kind of surveyed like Julio Foolio and stalked him all night and gave his location to the killers. And the court ruled, well, she essentially was only participating because Isaiah Chance led her. And they can't 100% determine that she knew what they were doing. So they gave her manslaughter. Isaiah Chance came to court and said, Your Honor, how I get life and like she get 15? We did the same thing. Dry snitching like a mug, man.
Because he was fighting for his life.
Unlike the rest of my co-defendants here, they all are charged with being the alleged shooters and have the same verdicts. However, me, on the other hand, the one who was charged with me for playing the same alleged role as I, gets found not guilty for what I am charged with. Alicia case didn't contradict the alleged shooters versus the state case. I don't even think it's possible it could have. However, it contradicts mine being the only principal here. Because both of our jury's decisions contradict each other. The only nuance here is I went to trial with 3 other people who have the same verdict as I.
But you know, because you didn't snitch, brother. You don't snitch, you don't get no cooperation, you don't get no extra, you know what I'm saying, no time off, no lesser charges. You didn't snitch, you want to stay 10 toes, you want to be like, oh, I must ride for the gang. They ain't got us, bro. Then they played the footage, then they pulled up the text, then they pulled up the you know what I'm saying, the cell phone tower, ping, 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 ping. And it was like, yeah, he was right here, he was in the location and shit. You are goofy. So you got the same time as a shooter, you wasn't even there because you didn't snitch. But honestly, it was in your best interest not to snitch, because snitching in Florida prison, I wouldn't even want to imagine what that shit is like. Snitching in Florida prison is probably like an automatic death sentence. No cap. So I'm honestly not surprised that you got life, but I'm surprised that you sitting here trying to act like you didn't deserve life. Like, all y'all ass deserve life. She just not gonna get life because she snitched and she a girl. Like, you know they go easy on girls. You know they go super easy on girls, man.
And she didn't.
This midday, Alicia Andrews, one of the 5 people found guilty in the death of Jacksonville rap artist Julio Foolio, will serve 15 years in prison. Andrews was convicted of manslaughter last October. Before sentencing, though, her attorneys asked a judge to throw out the verdict. They say she did not receive a fair trial, should not be sentenced either. Prosecutors say Andrews helped track Julio Foolio, whose real name was Charles Jones, before he was ambushed and killed outside a Tampa hotel in 2024. Also, a jury recommended life in prison for the 4 men convicted of murder in this case.
Isaiah Chance should be ashamed of himself, bro. Do you have no shame? You're a girl, bro.
No, he don't have no shame, bro. You think these niggas gonna have shame when they're facing life in prison? Look at him. He's getting his hair too. He gonna mess around and be somebody's girlfriend too. The only reason Sean is definitely gonna be somebody's girlfriend because he's light skinned. that other guy's gonna be somebody's girlfriend too, bro. Like, just give it some time. They're skinny, they got flat chests, little bodies, they look like a woman. Them old niggas that's been in there for the rest of their whole life, man, shit, they ain't never gonna be able to touch nothing like that. They gonna tell them, yeah, take care of yourself, man. Put this on your skin. I wanna feel nice and soft when I'm touching on you.
It wasn't a coincidence. Basically, what I'm saying is, Alicia, in the state alleged that we played. Oh, that's getting into like the facts of like the case.
Well, that's okay. If I'm hearing you correctly, you are taking issue with the fact that I don't know if she's your current or former girlfriend, but she went to trial. She was convicted of a manslaughter and got 15 years, and now you're here facing life. And that, I would assume, that seems unjust to you. Is that correct?
That's highly unjust. I seen Susie Lopez on the news this morning, and she was saying that justice has been served. Absolutely, if you see it from that perspective.
Justice has been served, bro. I mean, truthfully, is it perfect? No, because the girl's getting 15 years and she's gonna get out and probably be like 30-something, 40, and she fuck around and can do it again. That's just the truth. And at the end of the day, she's still light-skinned. As long as she keep her figure together, she probably gonna have a prison pen pal and probably get married again once she get out. I mean, married, not again. Married when she gets out or whatever. But truthfully, the whole situation is stupid. The whole situation is ignorant. The whole situation could have been avoided. And I just really wish that people were smart enough to make better decisions, because it just get to a point, you know what you're doing, you're very aware of what you're doing, and you still chose to do it. All y'all deserve that. Even a girl.